WDIR Windsor Detroit Internet Radio, local, cross-border, and worldwide presents the Golden Age of Radio Theater. I'm your host, Mark Bodachon, as we open up the vault and look at the Golden Age of Radio. On today's show, we have the Edgar Bergen Charlie McCarthy Hour with their guest host, Marilyn Monroe, from November 9th, 1952.
Richard Hudnut of Fifth Avenue brings you the Edgar Bergen Show with Charlie McCarthy. It's Sunday night and time again for Edgar Bergen with Charlie McCarthy, Mortimer Snerd, and Ray Noble in his orchestra. Brought to you, transcribed by Richard Hudnut, makers of scientific hair preparation. Tonight, our guest is Marilyn Monroe. Give your hair a beauty finish after your next shampoo. Here's how.
Rinse, lady, rinse. Treat your hair to Richard Hudnut Cream Rinse. After each shampoo, each home permanent too. It gives your hair a beauty finish. Beauty finish. Beauty finish. Rinse, lady, rinse. With Richard Hudnut Cream Rinse.
The magic conditioning rinse discovered by Richard Hudnut. After every shampoo, it makes your hair softer and so manageable. It gives your hair a beauty finish. Insist on the genuine Richard Hudnut Cream Rinse. And now, here is Edgar Bergen with Charlie McCarthy.
Oh, Edgar, are those rumors I've been hearing true? I mean, is Charles actually going to marry Marilyn Monroe?
That's correct, Ray.
Poor girl. Is she paying off an election bet or something?
Well, I can't understand it either.
Incredible.
Marilyn, my Marilyn, this is the day that we will wed.
Oh, yes.
Hello, you poor losers, you.
Charlie?
Yeah.
So you're going to give up single bliss for a ball and chain?
Yeah. And being chained to Marilyn is really going to be a ball.
Charlie, do you think that you're ready for marriage?
Ready? Ready, man?
Yeah.
I kicked a hole in the starting gate.
Oh,
I say that, Charles, old chap, I've heard about you and Marilyn Monroe, and may I tender my gratuitous felicitations upon the advent of your nuptials?
Well, I don't think it... what does that mean?
I wish I were in your shoes.
Oh, that...
You know, boy, you must have some British blood in you.
What makes you say that? Eh?
Well, you certainly did Piccadilly. Excuse me, old chap, I just got carried away, you know.
Yeah, keep it up and you will be.
Yeah. You know, Ray, this is quite a step that Charlie is taking.
Oh, yes, rather.
And I would like to ask you, Ray, what do you think of marriage?
Well, Edgar, you know, I think it's one thing that every husband and wife should have in common.
Oh.
Of course, Charles, I still can't understand why Marilyn Monroe picked you.
I don't know what she sees in me either. Besides, good looks, charm, talent, and personality. That's about all I got.
Yeah. Well, what do you two have in common? I mean, when you're together, what do you talk about? Who talks?
But I tell you one thing, she's not only beautiful, but she's intelligent, too.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, you like her IQ.
I like her whole alphabet.
You like her.
From A to wow.
Yeah, all right. I know, Charlie. Well, you know, it won't be the same around the house without you.
No. But don't you worry, Bergen. With me gone, you won't be able to keep the house long enough to notice the difference.
Tell me something, Charlie. Will you miss me?
Miss you?
Yes.
Well, on days when I haven't anything else to do, I'll try, yes.
At least you will write to me every week, Bergie. Promise?
Bergen, would I lie to you?
Well, you usually do.
Well, there's your answer.
Yes.
But don't feel so bad, Bergen. You can be best man at the wedding.
Oh, by the way, Charles, will your marriage be an afternoon or an evening affair?
Oh, we expect it to last longer than that. So long, everyone. See you at the wedding. Oh, do not forsake me, oh, my darling. On this I will.
Here are Ray Noble, the orchestra, and our quartet to bring us The Live Oak Tree.
A book of verses underneath the bough.
A loaf of bread, a jug of wine, and thou.
That's the version of a kind of excursion I'd enjoy with you right now. The book of verses never would be read,
And we could do without a loaf of bread.
and it would suit me fine without the jug of wine.
If I got a little love instead.
When I'm with you,
And you're with me.
it's great to be alive beneath the live oak tree. When I'm with you and you're with me, it's you the hokey doke beneath the oaky dokie doke.
And this, my dear, is also true. It's great to be alone when I'm alone with you.
We climb a hill to the very top, where it's all so still that you can hear an acorn drop.
The whole day through, we're on our own, with only Mother Nature for a chaperone.
The birds supply the music and we have a song, and it's all for free. When I'm with you
And you're with me.
and we're beneath the live oak. Underneath the live oak tree.
Oh, dear. Well, Mortimer. Yeah. Have you heard the big news? Yeah. My cat just had kittens. Poor thing, she's awful disappointed, too. Oh? She wanted pups. Well, that wasn't the news I was talking about. Oh, there's more? Oh, yes. You know, Marilyn Monroe and Charlie are getting married. Yeah? Yes. Well, why? Why? Yeah, well, you know, when people get married, they get married because they're in love. Oh, yeah. Seems like there ought to be an easier way out of that. Yeah. Well, you know what marriage is. Yeah, it's, seems to me it's a friendship that gets all messed up, ain't it? No. I hate to say it, but Charlie and I are saying goodbye. Saying what? Goodbye. Oh, yeah, goodbye. Yeah. I'll see you later. No, not you. No. You see, I want you, Mortimer. I want you to fill Charlie's shoes. Yeah? Yes. What do you want me to fill them with? No. The wedding joke? No. I want you to take Charlie's place. Oh, I see. Oh. You want me to marry Marilyn Monroe? No. No, on the show. Oh, yes. Just think, then you'll be known as the partner of Edgar Bergen. Does the name Edgar Bergen mean something to you?
Oh, yeah. Whatever became of him?
No. What did I say, Ron? Right now, we have to get ready for Charlie's wedding. Now, Mortimer, you're invited.
Oh, thank you.
I want you to watch your manners. I want you to put your best foot forward.
You mean the one with the 6 toes on it?
Yeah. When people speak to you, you should say, yes, sir, and yes, ma'am.
Mm-hmm.
Now, is that clear?
Yep. Yeah.
You mean yes, sir, don't you?
Yeah.
Can't you say anything but yep?
Oh, yes, sir.
Now, isn't that better?
Yep. Want to go around again?
No, I don't. Now, another thing, Mortimer. You know, clothes are very important at a wedding.
I'll wear some.
Yeah, I know you will, yeah. How do you think you'll feel in a top hat and white tie?
Kind of chilly.
Yeah. I'll have to rent a dress suit for you. Now, let me see. I'll need some measurements.
Yeah.
Yes. What are you around the waist?
Oh, ticklish.
Now, about your sleeves. Do you want 34 sleeves?
No, I think 2 ought to be plenty.
What I'm speaking of is the measurement. Where do you want your sleeves to come to?
Well, to me.
To you, yeah. Would you describe yourself, Mortimer, as tall or short?
Well, I'd say I'm tall on one end and short on the other.
Now, about the trouser length.
Yeah, what about that?
Yeah. How long are your legs?
Well, starting from which end?
Well, what I want to know is, how long will you want your trousers?
Well, just till the wedding's over.
Yeah, I know. You don't seem to understand, Mortimer. Don't you see, if I have your exact measurements now, you'll get a better fit in the end.
Well, I was hoping it fit good all over.
Oh, Mortimer, we'd better hurry, because I'm sure you'll want some of that wedding cake.
Well, what?
Well, you know, they say if a girl sleeps with a wedding cake under her pillow,
Yeah.
that she'll get a husband.
Oh. Well, that ain't what you get. Oh, it ain't? No, sir, you don't get that at all. I tried it. Oh, you did, yeah?
What did you get?
Ants.
Bergen, what was that?
Oh, that's a tom-tom, Charlie.
Oh, a tom-tom?
Yeah. You know, Charlie, his skin stretched over a drum head.
Oh, don't be sensitive, Bergen.
Those drums are sending a warning, Charlie, to every woman listening. When you give yourself a home permanent, be beauty-wise and neutralized. If you skip the neutralizing steps, you're running the risk of hidden hair damage. The chemical action of all Cold Wave Permanent should be stopped completely at the right time. That's why Richard Hudnut gives you, first, the neutralizer to safely restore your hair's natural springiness. Then, the famous Neutralizer Booster to lock in your wave so it stays lovely even in damp or rainy weather. Neutralizing takes so little time, makes such a big difference. Remember...
And we'll be right back on WDIR, Windsor, Detroit, Internet radio, local, cross-border, and worldwide. And this is the golden age of radio theater. And we're listening to Edgar Bergen and Charlie McCarthy with Marilyn Monroe. How good is that? WDIR, Windsor, Detroit, Internet radio, local, cross-border, and worldwide. And we are listening to the golden age of radio theater. Let's get back to the show.
Ladies and gentlemen, many of you have grown up with Charlie McCarthy, and I'm sure you wouldn't want to miss his wedding. So come with us to the little wedding chapel where the ceremony is about to be held. And now, while we're awaiting the arrival of the bride, let's listen to the choir as they sing.
Mamma Mia. No, she doesn't fall for other guys.
And I'm the one who's put her wise to their approaches.
Bonus daughters, it's love. Ay, 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 boy, oh boy, this is it, the real McCoy. That's the way it's gonna stay, I guarantee ya. Love, so my tongue's in love with chick. As I boarded these six at break of day, I pause to say, I'll see ya in Bahia till I bring the lady back to USA.
Well, the bride still hasn't arrived, but Edgar and Charlie are in the waiting room. I wonder what they're talking about.
Well, Charlie, in a little while you will be married to Marilyn Monroe.
Yeah.
You know, Charlie, there comes a time in everyone's life when he must learn about certain things.
Yes. Well, what do you want to know, Bergen?
What I'm trying to tell you, Charlie, is that you must understand that single life is not like married life.
Well, I should hope not.
You've heard, of course, about the birds and the bees.
Yeah, I never could figure out what they had in common. It's like a clumsy sort of a match to me.
Well, you've seen the bee go from flower to flower collecting pollen.
Yeah.
Do you know the result?
Hay fever?
No. Now, Charlie, you're not making this easy for me.
Sweat it out, Bergen, sweat it out.
Well, let's forget about the birds and the bees. Let's take people.
Now you're talking.
Yeah. What I'm trying to say, Charlie, is that girls...
Yes, Bergen?
Girls aren't boys.
No. Bergen, you've ruined everything.
What do you mean?
Now, Marilyn and I will have to go on separate honeymoons.
Oh, Charlie, all I'm trying to tell you is what I'm trying to explain to you. I don't know what you're trying to...
Charlie.
Oh, Marilyn Monroe. You look beautiful.
I'm wearing my wedding dress.
Yeah.
Something borrowed.
Yeah, you didn't borrow enough.
We'll be so happy. I can see it now.
Yeah.
You and I by the fireplace, and the kettle whistling.
Oh, who can blame it?
Charlie, would you mind if I kept on working?
Well, now, Marilyn, let's get this straight. I wear the pants in this family.
You're absolutely right.
Yeah.
It's a shame because I make around $50,000 a year.
Oh, you do? Well, now, you might look good in slacks.
Then that's better.
Where's Marilyn Monroe? I'm from Look.
Look magazine?
No, I just want to look.
I'm worried, Charlie. That crowd outside. My fans seem to object to this marriage. I don't know why. I'm just a woman.
I know, but you're so good at it. Marilyn, my dear, we were made for each other.
Kiss me, Charlie. Just to make sure.
Yes, gladly, all right. They're still playing our song. I think they've enlarged the orchestra.
This is it, Charlie.
Roger. Synchronized wedding rings.
All right, Charlie. We go first.
Stop the wedding! Stop the wedding! Charlie, old boy. Charlie, you can't go through with this marriage. Look at that mob outside. They'll tear you limb from limb.
Let me see. Good heavens, they're carrying signs.
Yes, look at that one. It says, take the Washington Monument, but leave us Monroe.
There's another one. Things were looking better and better, but you took our girl and left just a sweater. Oh.
only here. The whole country's in revolt, old boy.
Yes.
Here, look, I brought my portable radio so you could hear what's happening.
And now, here's Gabriel Heater.
There's bad news tonight.
Marilyn Monroe is marrying Charlie McCarthy. Somewhere in an army camp, a soldier is tearing up his calendar. Somewhere in New York, a man is crying. That's me! And now for a brief message from our sponsor.
Don't do it, Marilyn.
Heaven's sake, turn on another station.
I'll try this one.
Hello, hello, hello. This is Arthur Godfrey, sponsored by practically everyone. Marilyn Monroe is marrying Charlie McCarthy. By golly, there'll be no commercials today. Only last night I was looking at a picture of Marilyn Monroe and smoking, and I didn't even have a cigarette. Now she's getting married, oh dear. Well, this is for you, Marilyn. I went to your wedding, although I was dreading the thought of losing you. Your mother was crying, your father was crying, and I was crying.
His strings are getting soggy. Turn him off.
I'll try this station,
Yeah,
Charlie.
try to.
Good evening, Mr. North America and all you broken-hearted sailors at sea. Flash! The Russians are trying to steal the blueprints for Marilyn Monroe. And here's a personal message to Charlie McCarthy. Why, you little pipsqueak, you. I happen to know that your family tree has a knothole in it. And furthermore, Congress is passing a law to prevent Marilyn from marrying anyone until she's 50. This will be known as the new Monroe Doctrine.
Turn him off. Turn him off. It can't be
try-
true, can it, Marilyn?
I'll try one more station.
Yeah,
Charlie.
try one.
Stand by now for the shortwave broadcast. Direct from England, we bring you the Honorable Winston Churchill.
This is America's darkest hour. The entire British Empire extends its sympathy. If Charles McCarthy insists upon going through with his marriage to Marilyn Monroe, I have only one thing to say. Never has anyone so little taken so much from so many.
Shut that thing off.
Charlie, there's only one thing to do. Let's elope.
Elope. Okay, Marilyn. Las Vegas, here we come.
Well, this is the only place open in Vegas now. I guess it'll have to do.
Yeah, look at that sign. All-night weddings, $5. Reduced rates if you play our slot machines.
Now, let's go in.
That must be the justice of the peace. Hello, I want to get married.
Fine. Have you got a girl?
I'm going to marry him.
Him? That's the silliest thing I ever heard of.
What do you mean?
Whoever heard of getting hitched to a hitching post?
Look here, loose and quivery.
But we'll start the ceremony. Now, you take her hand.
There.
Okay, you two know the rules.
Rules?
Oh, I'm sorry. I also referee prize fights. How do you, Miss
Monroe. Marilyn Monroe.
Marilyn Monroe? Miss Monroe, I happen to be a bachelor of very steady habits. And if you could
Wait a minute. Do you think you can take this woman to be your wife?
I do.
And do you, Marilyn Monroe, take... Holy smokes, I'm getting married here.
Get on with it, boy. We'll be late for our honeymoon.
Oh, no.
I came here to marry Charlie.
Well, why take him when you can have this great big bundle of joy all for your own? I may not be young, but I'm still cooking with gas.
Certainly got the pot for it.
got the pot for it.
Mister, nothing.
I wish I was dead.
Mister, nothing can make me change my mind. So will you please go on with the ceremony?
All right. Young man, let me see your license, birth certificate, physical test.
Yeah, here they are. All the stuff is right there. That's the nastiest I ever heard.
Young man, I can't marry you. In fact, no one can marry you. Look at the result of your physical test.
What does it say?
No blood.
No blood?
No, just sap.
Oh, Charlie!
Edgar Bergen will be back in a moment. Now, here's Edgar Bergen.
I would like to thank Marilyn Monroe for helping us to have so much fun tonight. Until next Sunday, then, good night, everyone.
Remember to listen to Edgar Bergen with Charlie McCarthy, Mortimer Snerd, Ray Noble, and the entire ensemble, brought to you by Richard Hutnut of Fifth Avenue, every Sunday over the CBS radio network at the same time. The voices of Gabriel Heater, Arthur Godfrey, Walter Winchell, and Winston Churchill were played by Dave Barry. Marilyn Monroe appeared through the courtesy of 20th Century Fox, producers of the Darrell F. Zanuck Technicolor production, The Snows of Kilimanjaro. Tonight's Edgar Bergen Show with Jack Kirkwood was produced and transcribed in Hollywood by Sam Pierce. This is Bill Baldwin speaking.
Stay tuned now for the Playhouse on Broadway, which follows immediately on most of these same stations. This is the CBS Radio Network.
WDIR, Windsor, Detroit, Internet Radio, local, cross-border, and worldwide. We'll be right back.